Let me ask you something. What if the biggest change in your life doesn't come from some huge burst of motivation? What if it's not about some grand plan? What if it's something quieter, something that happens in the dark, right before the world wakes up?
You know the voice. It's a whisper, isn't it? So soft, so tempting in the morning quiet. You can do it tomorrow, it says. You've earned this rest.
Yeah, of course it does. We've all been there. We all make that promise to ourselves the night before, full of intention, only to have it tested by the warmth of our own bed. And right there, that's where our story really begins. Not with a big victory, but with a tiny choice.
That choice, in that quiet moment before dawn, that is the real battleground. It's the moment-to-moment fight between the person you are right now and the person you swore to yourself you were going to become.
See, this is all about rebuilding trust. Not with anybody else, but with yourself. Every single time you hit that snooze button, you're breaking a tiny contract you made. But when you get up, when your feet hit that cold floor, you honor it. You start your day with a win.
And believe me, your mind will scream. It'll throw every excuse, every past failure right in your face. You're just going to quit, you always do, it'll say. It is so loud and so convincing, but you have to learn to listen for the other voice, the quiet one.
That's it. That's the whole secret. That's the mantra. It's not, I'm going to run a marathon tomorrow. It's not, I'm going to change everything about my life right now. It's just, I'm going to show up for one more day. Simple, achievable, and it is absolutely unbreakable.
And this gets to the heart of a huge misunderstanding we all have about what it takes to change. We spend our whole lives chasing the wrong thing. We're waiting around for that lightning strike of inspiration to hit us. But that's not what builds a new life.
Just look at this. Motivation is a feeling. It's a flame. It's loud, it's exciting, it burns so bright, but man, it fades fast. It will leave you high and dry on a cold, dark morning. But discipline, that's different. That's a choice. It's the quiet, steady fire you build yourself, brick by brick, and it keeps you going long after the feelings are gone. It all starts with a simple plan. We're not talking about a life overhaul here. We're talking about a few small, non-negotiable promises. Tiny, daily actions that have nothing to do with how you feel. The goal isn't the run or the book. The goal is just to show up.
And this brings us to the next part of the journey, the work that no one else ever sees. Because let me tell you, the most important work you will ever do in your life will happen when nobody is watching.
For those first few days, maybe even the first few weeks, it's going to feel like nothing is changing on the outside. You're not getting a trophy for waking up on time. There's no one there to give you a pat on the back.
Seriously, there's no audience, there's no applause, there is zero external validation. It is just you against the old you.
And you know what? This is exactly where most people quit. They think the silence means they're failing, but they've got it all wrong. The silence is where you're being forged. It's where you become your own witness, your own proof.
And right here, this is the real prize. It was never about the six-pack abs or the corner office. It's about self-trust. It's about being able to look yourself in the mirror and know, without a single shred of doubt, that you are a person who does what they say they're going to do. That, right there, is a superpower. But this strength you're building, this self-trust, it isn't just for the good days. You're forging it for the days when life decides to hit you and hit you hard. Because it will. Life always, always tests the people who dare to change. You're building this foundation of discipline for the moment the storm arrives, for that phone call you never wanted to get, for that diagnosis, for the moment your world just gets flipped completely upside down and the only thing you have left to stand on is the person you have become. 2 days. For 2 whole days after you've lost everything, you don't move. That old voice, it comes roaring back, louder than ever before. See? It was all for nothing. You failed again. And the silence, it's just deafening. But then, on the 3rd day, something stirs. It's that whisper you've been cultivating in the dark. Only now, it's not a suggestion, it's a command. 1 more day. And you get up, you put on your shoes, and you run. Not to escape the pain, but to remember who you are.
And that brings us to the ultimate realization, the final truth that you don't learn from a book, you learn it at the finish line.
Standing there, at the end of it all, you finally get it. The marathon, the business, whatever the goal was, it was just the vehicle.
The real destination was always becoming the kind of person who could get there. The person who kept their promise to themselves day after day after day.
So let's get one thing straight. This journey has absolutely nothing to do with being perfect. You are going to stumble. You will have bad days. That's not a bug in the system, it's part of the process.
The only goal is to be consistent, to just show up more often than you don't, to win more days than you lose. Because consistency is what compounds over time and builds something that is truly unbreakable.
You don't build a new life in one go. You build a day, and then you build another one, and then another. The person you are destined to become is built in the quiet, unseen effort of all those days.
So forget about motivation. Forget the grand, perfect plan. Just focus on that whisper before dawn. Honor that tiny daily contract with yourself, because the only thing standing between you and the person you want to become is one simple choice. That's the power of one more day. Your story starts now.
If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more motivational content.